Hey, I shouldn't be telling you this, but if you skip this part of the video, you will miss out on the deal of a lifetime. If you click the link in the description, you will see that Atlas VPN are giving out an offer to get a 3-year subscription for just $1.83 per month. That's less than Netflix's latest price increase. Plus, it comes with 3 months for free and a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's the best VPN on the market, and you can use it to watch shows that are not available on streaming services in your country. So you can watch Friends on UK Netflix, no matter where you are in the world, as long as you have a subscription to Netflix. You can even use it on unlimited devices, so everyone in your house can watch Friends on UK Netflix at once. And they keep your searches private, so that we'll all finally stop spying on you. But remember, time is of the essence if you want to get this offer. Just $1.83 per month to get a 3-year subscription by clicking the link in the description below.
My ex-wife is telling people that she left me because I'm a closet gay. We broke up 4 years ago, literally haven't spoken since we broke up. Then out of the blue I hear that she's telling people she left me because I'm a closet gay, and that my best friend hit her on 2 occasions. We broke up because I found out that she cheated on me with one of the groomsmen prior to the wedding. Don't know if I need to say something or just drop it. As someone that had all sorts of bullshit fired at everyone by my ex, I found a simple response covering the facts worked a treat if anyone mentioned it. I ignored everything unless someone asked or said something. Really, that's strange. I thought we split up because she was banging one of our groomsmen before the wedding. Anyhow, looks like I better go find a cock to suck then. Consider who you think needs to know the truth, and tell it to them in a calm, collected, direct manner. I am not gay. I have never been gay. I have nothing against gay people, but I am straight. As for the allegations involving my best friend, I have seen no evidence that he has ever hit anyone, including her. The reason I dumped her is because she was dancing the horizontal mambo with so-and-so. Tell everyone the real reason you divorced and shame her. Also, it depends where you live, but in some countries you can sue her for slander. Girlfriend, 29F. Lied to me, 31M, about getting a taxi to work. Bit of background info: we have been together for 1.5 years and lived together. Everything going well. At the moment I don't have a car, but usually I would drive my girlfriend to, from work. Since I haven't had a car, she will take a taxi to work in the morning if it is raining. So the other day she told me she is taking a taxi to work. She seemed a bit hyper, excited about something. But her personality is quite bubbly and excited usually, so I didn't think anything of it. Later on, when I arrived at my work, a colleague of mine told me they saw my girlfriend getting into a guy's car at the top of my street, 5 minutes away from our apartment. I think to avoid me seeing her getting in his car. I have absolutely no issues with her getting a lift to work with another guy. But the fact she lied and said she was getting a taxi, and then walked to the top of the road to meet him, has got me a bit suspicious. What would be the best way to approach this? Should I just directly ask her what's going on? Sounds a bit sus to me. Trust your gut. It's usually right. Has she shown any red flags lately? I.e. phone usage or hiding her phone. Weird trips out or nights out. Should I just directly ask her what's going on? Fucking yes, Jesus. Next time she goes for a taxi, tell her you will walk her to the top of the street. Watch her reaction. It's raining just now and she has literally just texted saying she will be getting a taxi home, going to wait outside and see what she arrives in. Ask her which cab company she used and whether the trip was good, because you've heard mixed reviews about them. I'm kinda curious about whether she is willing to double down and continue to add to her lie. If she continues to lie, this approach will mitigate some of the more obvious excuses she might use once you tell her what you know. It doesn't matter if it's really platonic or not. She's a liar and hiding it from you. That's a red flag already. Caught my wife, of 13 years, cheating with a coworker. Just here to get straight to the point. My wife and I have been married since we were 25. We are 38 now. We met in college, got married, and everything has been great. We both graduated, got good jobs, and started our lives together. Me and my wife both made good money, so money was never an issue for us. My wife worked for her dad's small business while I worked for a very large company. After a few years, my boss left the company out of nowhere and they needed someone to take over. The only person who knew how to run the department was me. So, I got a major pay jump, better bonus, better benefits. The works. So, at 28 I was making probably 3x plus more than my wife. At 28, the same year, my wife gave birth to our first daughter. Then, 2 years later, our second. My wife, due to working for her father, was able to be more diverse in working. Well, around 5 years ago, my father-in-law passed away unexpectedly. That left my mother-in-law and wife in a hard position. Sell the company or run it themselves. My mother-in-law had no clue how to run it, so my wife said she would do it. After my wife took the company, it did just as well as when her father ran it. With that being said, my wife got a huge pay increase, more than me. I was proud of her. Going from a basic worker to running a whole company isn't easy. Anyway, our daughters started suffering from not seeing their parents. Me and my wife discussed one of us staying home. She said, "The company you work for will be fine without you. Mine could go under." I agreed, so I quit my job and became a stay-at-home dad, husband. I do everything. I make sure the girls are all taken care of. I cook, clean, fix things, make sure errands are run, you name it. I pamper my wife when she gets home from working. This went well for a while until about a year ago. My wife was always very appreciative of what I did and loved it. She has become very mean lately. Like just saying things like, "Do you do anything?" or, "How about you work for real?" What? I work my ass every day making sure you don't have to lift a finger when you get home at all. Also, I had a real job, but I quit to raise and take care of the girls, our home, and you. Not to mention my wife is very sexual. Always has been. She quit initiating sex, and when I ask she is never in the mood. That was very odd. Eventually, I quit trying. I just thought, with all the pandemic crap and everything else, she was just very stressed and it was getting to her. I started trying harder to make her happy. Nothing ever worked. Last weekend, my oldest had a softball game. So, I get everything ready and we go. During the game, I wanted to take a video for my mom and dad since they live in another state and don't get to see my daughters that often. I forgot my phone, so I asked my wife if I could see hers. She had been attached to it all day, so it would be good for her to get off it. Anyway, she hands it to me and says she is going to get a drink and a snack. She gets up. I video my daughter when a message comes up on some app. I check and I can't even fathom what I see. My wife and this guy from her work, who is 8 years younger, are sexting and sending videos and pics. Talking about how great the sex was, and then me. He is saying how I am some wimp who can't get a real job taking care of his women, and my wife agrees with him. I couldn't believe this shit I saw. I was so devastated and angry all at the same time. I heard my wife coming back, so I closed the app and started videoing. On the ride home and when we get home, my wife tries to talk to me and I am not in the mood. Eventually, we lay in bed and, for the first time, I guess they hadn't met in a while, tried to have sex. I tell her I am not in a mood. She says, "If you are going to be a bitch about everything, you can sleep on the couch." I got up and went to the couch and now have been here since. I don't know how to move forward with this. I really just don't know where to start. My wife was my everything, my girls are my world, and all of that is dying. Any advice would be wonderful as I really fucking need it. Too long did not read. Wife and I met in college and got married. Her dad died and she took over the family business. I became a stay-at-home dad and she is cheating on me. Edit. Should have mentioned I did send screenshots of the conversation to my phones. I do have the evidence. Divorce her. You will get half the assets, child support and alimony. Divorce her, she is not one bit remorseful. Get a good lawyer. Get a good lawyer, my guy. And leave. She doesn't respect you anymore. This one's easy. Next time you have her phone, screenshot the proof and send it to yourself, maybe under the excuse of sending yourself the video. Get the meanest lawyer you can find to divorce her, take half her business and savings, and sue for child support and alimony. Since you are SAHP, you're more likely to get full custody than she is. You gave up everything for her and she threw it in your face. I'd go scorched earth. I know, people often say leaving isn't that easy. I did it. Now that I'm on the other side, I can wholeheartedly say it was the best decision of my life. Boyfriend, 25M, is parading me, 22F, around like a trophy. I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years. I love him and I want to think he loves me back, but it's becoming more obvious to me that he only enjoys showing me off to others. I don't want to toot my own horn, but other people have said to us that I am out of his league. I think these sort of comments are disrespectful because I think my boyfriend is very attractive and I love him. However, I noticed more and more the way he tells me to do my makeup or wear more revealing clothing whenever we go out and there's friends or other people around. Whenever he talks to his friends about me, I have seen text conversations, he only tells them about my body. He keeps telling me I need to go to the gym more to get my ass bigger while also claiming my body is better than any of his friends' girlfriends. It makes me uncomfortable and it's just not flattering. Don't really know what advice I'm looking for, just wanted to vent about this issues. He loves your body, not you. You know what to do. People are right, you are out of his league. He sounds immature and shallow and is emotionally nowhere near your league. You deserve a lot better than that. You deserve someone who only cares about your appearance if they think you look unhealthy or sick. Not as some item.